mosquito.
Oh man. Jiminy Christmas.
Then he pulled a hell of a stunt on me. He had a minister and his wife over in some little small town, I can't remember anyway. And unbeknownst to me, he wrote a letter to Colorado, and he wanted that guy to come into Kansas,
He was on parole?
Huh?
He was on parole?
Yeah. He had about a 12-page rap sheet. all of them mostly raping young girls and molesting girls, all that crap. This woman had 2 daughters. One was 16 and one was 18. And I found out just about 2 hours before they were supposed to come in with a bus. And I says, Hayes, what? What are you trying to do? You trying to get that, you get them women raped, those daughters raped? Do you ever look at his rap sheet? Oh, but this woman is wonderful. I said, I said, she may be wonderful, but you're not gonna stop that character. And I said, you go down to the bus station and tell them not. I said, no, I'll go down to the bus station. So I went down to the bus station. When he stepped off, I said, turn your butt around and get back where you came
Uncompacted him.
I said, I'm going to call down there and see if you get back. And the next day, that woman come in there, and she cussed me out and cursed me out and I said, lady, all I'm trying to do is protect your wife, your girls. That's all I'm trying to do. And he said, well, we would have converted them. And I said, you don't know convicts.
You don't ever change those kind.
Huh?
You never change those kind.
No. Not a sex offender, you know.
No, doesn't work.
Don't change that. Especially child molester, child. I never got such a cussing out in my life. And I said, you better quit seeing Dave Hayes.
Yeah. Well, you finally got rid of him, though.
Finally got rid of him.
Yeah. How'd you get rid of him?
Huh?
Drove him crazy.
Just made his life miserable. He quit.
Did you just run him off, Pat?
Huh?
Did you just run him off?
No, he come up there one night from out of thing, and he must have had 20 case files. Instead of taking them up in the office, he stuck them in a mailbox. And next morning, the secretary saw him go out and get those caseloads. Told me I met him at the door with a caseload. I says, where are you going with those? Whoa, 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 whoa. I said, you put them in a mailbox or didn't you? Well, whoa, whoa. I said, I asked a question, I want an answer. I said, you better not lie to me. Well, he says, I was tired over there. I said, you got fired too. So I called Topeka. And I said, Ramus, I says, I've had all I'm going to have with this Hayes. And I told him he's fired, and I told him, you know, you're going to have me fired. And I told him why and everything. And he goes, well, I don't know. I said, I don't care what you say. I said, I'm calling the director next. I got 2 judges up here that just screaming at me to get rid of me. What was I going? And
I remember Fred.
both of them that it was get rid of it. Motorcycle Spencer.
Yeah, I imagine.
Motorcycle. What he'd do, he'd go into court there and sit down back there when the roll letter was motorcycle was out of a case. He'd take his Bible up there and read the Bible. Motorcycle says, he says, Mr. Hayes, come up to my desk. He says, are you writing notes down there, or what are you doing with that Bible? This is not a church. They wrote, I don't know how many letters up there, and they didn't get any answer or get anything back. So one day, I went into court there, had to go into court there. Hayes had a client in there. And this guy had burglarized the restaurant out south of Ellerwood. Broke into the coin purse, coin thing, and went through all the stuff, you know. They had him for burglary there in there. And so, Motorcycle was behind Hayes. And Hayes was telling this guy, see, you're not going to have to pay any restitution. That's the place of sin. That's the place of sin, so you won't have to pay it right. Well, Motorcycle smacked him up to get the bag. There's a pound of
So this guy was a parole officer? Is that what he was?
supposed to be a
Yeah.
pro.
Sort of.
Supposed to be.
We were all glad to see him.
Then another time he had a guy on parole, and this guy, a police officer went into Dylan's grocery store, had his wife there, and this guy put his hand in his pocket like he had a gun, and he cussed her out, cussed him out, everything, just right. And then he run up to Hayes and told Hayes that this guy was harassing him and this type of thing. Hayes went down to the police station, told the chief of police, and a whole bunch of things, and they said that isn't right, you know. This guy told me what he'd done and everything. He told me what had happened. Right. So I went down to the county attorney, and I says, I got to go over to Pratt today. I got a case over there I got to go over to. But I says, I want Hayes and that police officer in your office, and I want that Hayes to tell about what this guy did to his face, you know. He said, I want to hear that, you know. And then I says, I want the chief of police and everybody to tell Hayes, you know, what he did. So he did. And he said, well, I'll believe him. I'll believe him. I said, he's a convict. Why'd you believe him? You're not supposed to believe convicts.
Wrong business.
And